This release is about letting go of effort and trying to figure things out and turning things over to universal order to help make your vision and your dreams come true. We will start with a short reading from the book Ask and It Is Given, and then we will move into the release. Imagine that you are the owner of a very large corporation and that there are thousands of people who work for you. There are people who assist in the manufacturing and marketing of your products, and there are bookkeepers, accountants, and advisors. There are artists, advertising experts, thousands of people all working to make your company successful. Now imagine that you do not personally work with any of these people, but you have a manager who does. And your manager understands them, advises them, and directs them. So whenever you get an idea about something, you express it to your manager who says, "I'll take care of that right away," and they do. Efficiently, effectively, precisely, just the way you like it. You may be saying to yourself right now, "I'd love to have a manager like that. Someone I can count on, someone who would work on my behalf." And we say to you, you do have a manager who is that and much more. You have a manager who works continually on your behalf called the law of attraction. And you have only to ask in order for this universal manager to jump to your request. But most of you do not see this manager in this way. You have this manager, but you continue to hold the responsibility in your own heart. In other words, you say, "Oh yeah, the law of attraction is out there, but I've got to do all the work." And we say, "Well then, what good is the law of attraction?" That would be just like having a manager that you pay $500,000 a year to who just asks you, "Is there anything you want from me?" And you reply, "No, no, no, I'm happy just to pay you to have that title." Meanwhile, you're out there scrambling around doing all the computer stuff and all the building stuff. You work yourself into oblivion and are exhausted all the time, while your manager is basking on the beach somewhere. You would not do that, would you? You would put your manager to work. You would delegate to them, making requests with an expectation of receiving. And that is the way you must treat the law of attraction. Make requests with the attitude of expecting results. And when you delegate in that way, you are doing the only two things that are required in deliberate creation. You are identifying your object of desire, and you are allowing the universe to yield it to you. So setting goals is like delegating to the universal manager, and achieving the vibration of allowing is like standing back and trusting your manager to set things into place. Trusting that when something is required of you, your manager will bring your attention to it. In other words, when another decision is needed from you, you will be aware of it. You are not delegating your life, you are creating your life. You are becoming the visionary in the creation mode rather than the actionary. But there will still be plenty of things that you will want to do. We in no way want to steer you away from action. Action is fun. There is not anything in all the universe more delicious than to have a desire that you are a vibrational match to, and in that alignment of your being, connected to source energy, being inspired into action. That is the furthest extension of the creation process. There is no action in all of the universe that is more delicious than inspired action. Adjusting in any way that you need to be available for this release. Tuning in to what it feels like to effort, to feel like it is up to you. You have to make it happen. You have to manage all the little pieces. Can you just feel what that feels like? Maybe it's wanting control or wanting security. Can you dive right into the middle of that? And then with a breath in and a breath out, could you just let that go? Would you let it go if you could? And when could you? Now, later, never? And are you resisting turning things over to the great universal manager to assist you in creating your next vision, your next project? And could you just imagine like you're playing tug of war? Your manager says, "Let me do it. I'll make it easy for you." And you say, "No, no, 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 no. I've got it. I'll take care of it." And could you just release this struggle? Relax the muscles in your body. Would you hand this over to the great universal manager to put all the pieces into place for you? And allow yourself to take the action you feel inspired to take? When could you? Later, never, now? And is there anywhere that you're allowing this great universal manager to fulfill your wishes and your goals on your behalf? And could you just welcome the ease that you're experiencing? Would you allow ease in your experience if you could? When could you allow this ease? Later, never, now? And from this place of ease, of allowing the great law of attraction to work on your behalf, could you imagine some action that you're trying to take care of yourself, some part of some project that you feel like you have to figure it all out? And could you hand this over to your universal manager and let them take care of the how? Could you, just for a moment, as best you can, imagine your project fulfilled in its completion, trusting that the great law of attraction has taken care of all the parts that it needed to, and that you were able to take inspired action in the places where your gift shines most. Would you allow your universal manager to create ease in your experience and allow your body to do what the body does as it's inspired? Go ahead and repeat this as many times as you need to until you are feeling like you have ease and grace in your experience, and that you are trusting the great law of attraction to work on your behalf.